Welcome back to South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, and today you join me in this Fiat 500 cult. There is 3 variant models above this one. There is the Connect, there is Dolcevita, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and there is the Sport. Okay, so let's talk about the one I'm in. I'm in the Fiat 500 cult, right? So this is the entry level into the Fiat 500 range. So this car comes with 14-inch steel wheels, black exterior mirrors, LED daytime running lights, blue fabric seats written Fiat all over them. Literally, they written Fiat all over. This vehicle comes with manual air conditioning and body colored dashboard, meaning the color of the vehicle will be the color of your dashboard. So those colors, this car is orange, so the dashboard is orange. So if the dashboard was white, this car would be white basically. Okay, so now let's talk about the engine of the vehicle. That's the interesting part. This car is powered by a 900cc engine. Basically, it's a 0.9 liter turbocharged engine which produces 62.5 kilowatts. That 0.5 is very important, and 145 newton meters of torque. So those figures, when I just say those figures to you, you'd be like, okay, those are very small figures. But consider or pay attention to the fact that those cars are a very small car as well. So small figures, small car. The car does what it needs to do. This vehicle gets to speed quite quickly. For example, there's a button called in eco, like the car is in eco. Then when you press that button, the car goes into normal, I guess. But that's where the car has more kick into it. So the vehicle actually does so much better when it's there. But fuel-wise, I don't see a difference. But because you're not in eco, your mind will tell you that you're using more fuel than normal. But honestly, it's one and the same thing, just that you feel more punch in it. So now, since we're talking about the engine, we need to talk about how the car feels on important roads. Important roads in South Africa is like the highway. How does the car feel on the highway? This car on the highway handles quite good. I thought, because it's a small car, I thought on the highway it would, when you pass a vehicle, it would move around. When you drive past the truck, it will like swerve like very much. But this car actually doesn't do that. This car actually handles quite well. On the highway, you could do national speed limit of 120, but you wouldn't think you're 120. That's how good the vehicle is. It handles quite good on the highway. Now let's talk about the interior of the vehicle. This vehicle is a 4-seater. Fits 4 people, but to me, honestly, I don't see the need for you to go and try and fit 4 people. This car is meant to be just 2 people, the driver and the passenger, because at the back there is no space. I can't sit behind myself at the back at all, and I wouldn't advise someone to force themselves into the back of this vehicle. So this vehicle is basically for the driver and the passenger. That's the interior of the vehicle. This car has the seats, like I was saying before, the seats are written Fiat, 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 Fiat everywhere, and then they have this 500 on top. And then also on the dashboard on the left hand side to the driver, it has a 500. It's a very nice touch. It makes the vehicle feel more premium. Let's talk about the price of the vehicle. This car is priced at 290,900 Rand. I'll put the prices of the Dolcevita, the Connect, and the Sport in the description below. Okay, so now we're at that point where we talk about 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like, and we always start with the bad this side. 3 things I don't like. My number 1 definitely has to be how I can't adjust the seat of the vehicle. But as a train smash, I actually got into the vehicle the first time round, but then I got used to the vehicle not having height adjustment. So that's 1 I don't like. 2 that I don't like how the vehicle looks at the back. It's still yet to grow on me. Like Fiat 500 as a whole, the back like it's slanted like this. I don't like that. I'm yet to like that in this vehicle. Now 3, what I don't like. I want you guys to hear it. That I don't like how loud the vehicle is. I hope the video is picking up how loud the car is. I don't like how loud the vehicle is, because for you to counteract the loudness of the vehicle, you have to blast the music, and sometimes you don't want to blast the music. You just want to relax and play music softly, but you can't because you'll be hearing the engine. Now that's something that I don't like in this vehicle. Talking about the good. Now moving on to the good, we need to talk about the good, because there is a lot of good in this car actually. Number 1 has to be how the car looks from the front. I love it from the front. I love how the daytime running lights as well. I like that about the vehicle. On the inside, I like how premium it looks. It doesn't look like a car that's like 20,000 Rand. It looks very much more premium than that. And the third thing I like about those vehicles is how the vehicle handles overall. Looking at a point of view where you're gonna be doing in South Africa, if you own those vehicles, you're gonna be going on the highway, you're gonna be going different roads and all of that. And this car, by the way, has 14-inch steel wheels and it handles so beautifully. Now, what I think to myself is, now imagine the ones above this one that have 16-inch alloy wheels. How do those handle? So for 14-inch and this vehicle, it handles very well. It feels very stable on the highway. It's something that I actually really do like in this vehicle. And there's a third thing I like about this vehicle. Okay, so now we're at the final segment of the video, the important part of the video, where I talk about, do I like the vehicle? Would I buy the vehicle? Would I recommend the vehicle? 1. Do I like the vehicle? Yes, I do like the vehicle. The first day it came, I won't lie to you, the first day it came, I didn't like it. But the more I drove it, I started liking it. So I do like the vehicle. Would I buy the vehicle? No, 2 reasons. Let me explain. 1, I am not in the market for such a vehicle. 2, if I was in the market for such a vehicle, for the price of this vehicle, I would be looking at something else. There's quite a number of cars that I have in mind that will come first before this one. That's the second point. The third thing is, would I recommend the vehicle? Definitely. To someone that's looking for a first car, doesn't have a lot of responsibilities, just literally in their life is just them and that's it. For first time buyer, yes, I would. Reason being, this car is a nice small car. It's a car that you can learn how to drive or perfect your driving in. And 2, the most important, fuel wise, you'll save a lot of money on this car fuel wise. So I would recommend to someone, I would tell the person, you know what, go have a look at the vehicle and then make your decision whether you buy it or not. Because overall, there isn't that thing where I'm like, you know, it's a train smash, I am not even going to consider it at all or tell someone to consider it. For those price and for what you're getting, the vehicle nowadays is actually such a good vehicle. So I would definitely tell a person to go and have a look at it. I would recommend it to someone. Thank you for watching. I'm Nicky Nash, and you know, and I will do it this side. Next week, back with another one. Thank you. Keep it locked.